The Star-Spangled Banner, sung by musical
너
Linda
콜린스.
Welcome everyone to this presentation of the NBA.
포워드가 우리가 세 포워드가.
Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. This is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline
가자.
reporter. David
포트는 이겨야 된다 우리.
Looking at Boston, they
안 좋은
took
추억이
the
있다
win
내가.
in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Away from home, you gotta execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably one or two possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Got a chance here to set the
야,
floor.
맥칼럼.
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Trailblazers, Lillard and McCollum, the deadly.
나이스. 초반에 압살하자 우리.
Turner is out there with Aminu, and it's Collins in at the 5 down low. Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now, there were some underrated pickups in the offseason that are showing what they can do.
And these are the kind of moves where at the end of the year you start thinking about candidates for executive of the year because they've plugged some holes. They've had an acquisition that's made their bench deeper, and we start to see in an 82-game season that maybe in the 55th to 57th game, a pickup like
나를
that
통해서
is helping
공격을
them
해야
win
돼
ball
지금.
games. This is where those guys earn their money, the general manager.
Not wholesale changes, just one guy.
헤이워드 3점. 굿샷.
Oh, anything subtle like that, that's where really you tip your hat to the general managers who understood that at some point during the year, we're going to lean on this player.
Here is Lillard, and for Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Lillard left side, McCollum outside. No good with the triple.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Golden State.
아이고, 주저 안 졌네.
By Collins.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
야, 우리 속도 엄청 빠르다
These guys are
공격.
like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. They're in a great group.
달려 달려. 쉬지 말고 달려.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The 11-footer rebounded by the Celtics.
And defensively moving
속공 가, 속공 들어가.
right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contest it.
Irving against Lillard. The pass to Collins. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics are taking the other way. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Terry Stotts for a minute. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight.
야, 오빙.
Back to you.
야, 오빙 3.
Thank you. It sounds like defense
3불
is going to be
낚시.
the key for him today.
And it usually is. They try to use
리바.
their D to make life miserable for every opponent.
오빙 뭐야 방금?
And sometimes
블락
it's not just
3
about
3
one
블락
player.
당했어.
For them, it's about a complete defensive effort in the paint, on the perimeter, in transition. They've got to be all
스택
over.
쌓아주고
the
있네
place.
저거.
Here's Collins following the basket by Jaylen Brown. McCollum kicks to Collins.
조심해야겠다.
Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot.
나이스.
And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Hayward leading the charge.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself
1쿼터가 중요하다.
into position.
Yeah, the snap
시작이 많이라고
decisions
했어.
right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
쉬 호포드.
And stolen by Horford.
이거 뭐야? 헤이어드 주려고 했는데 기가 막히네.
Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Look at Big Daddy leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
고춧가루 제대로 뿌렸다.
Two clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
나이스.
Kicking off this 2-game season series, I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff, and then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
그렇지.
The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
헤이어드라.
The ball
세레모니.
on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they they've been able to get these good looks.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Evan Turner.
하우스 던져 4번 하고 메인 미션.
Free throw of the contest.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Now here's McCollum, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet for him. Looking to end the run. Hayward with some nice D.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection.
샤.
This is a good example of how valuable
무브 좋아,
it can
무브
be.
좋아.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Now here's McCollum. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Lillard against Irving. Lillard the pass to Collins. And it's back by Horford.
Not in here. Just can't throw
줘야지.
stuff up like that around
와,
Horford. He
맥컬럼
sends that one
이걸?
right back.
Here's Lillard. And it's sent
어빙
back
복수했다.
by Irving. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Big Daddy. Back to Brown. Pass to Hayward. Celtics passing it around. Here's Big
체력
Daddy.
없다.
Irving for three. It's
체력이
rebounded by
없어.
Kid Gilchrist.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Take a look at the history of the Portland Trailblazers and part of the NBA.
신중에 몸무게 키 못 바꿔요.
1970. And the phrase Rip City, which has stuck with the team a bit. First with some major injuries in the last 15 years.
스마트,
You think of guys like
로지어,
Greg Oden,
베인스.
the first pick in the draft, Bill Walton back in the 70s, and the ankle injuries that he had to deal with. That young team felt like they were going to run the West for quite some time, and those injuries really hurt and devastated
뭐야?
the fan base in Portland.
Here's McRae, guarded by Smart. And there's the bucket from McRae.
He's just so aggressive on that move. You have to come over fast and hard to stop him.
Smart kicks to Baines. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
If I can play against any defense that has no ability
아,
to
잘
set
넣는다.
where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
Now, here's Lillard. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Here's McRae, guarded by Smart. McRae, no good.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Now here's Smart. He's tightly guarded. Big Daddy.
그렇지.
Down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you
잘해,
want
우리
to
애들,
stick
수비.
with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Here's Temple, following the bucket by the Celtics.
그렇지, 스마트 역시 수비의 왕.
By Smart, and up the court come the Celtics on the break. And that one is
좋다.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they
그냥
can sustain this
포틀랜드는 안
early
좋은가
momentum.
봐.
Portland with the ball after the basket by Boston. And he makes that one.
This is where the remake of his game is paying off. Leonard now one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA.
Smart kicks to Baines. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That'll be his second foul.
아, 18대 39. 그냥 안 좋아. 내가 포틀랜드 있어서 안 좋았던 게
And a
아니고.
little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
와, 이거
That
들어가네.
bucket in no time at all.
Oh, nice screen. Really a
명전
poor defensive
포틀랜드도
reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get
긴장,
over the
긴장해야
top,
되거든.
more than
혹시
likely
몰라.
that jumper is going to go down.
On the court for the Trailblazers. Lillard the one with McCollum at the two. Collins is
잘한다,
out there with the
오포드.
lead, and it's McRae in at the three.
That's a big boy basket from Horford, fouled, but still got it to fall.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Horford. The Trailblazers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. McCollum against Brown.
이건 뭐 여기는 가드 둘만 막으니까 좀 힘이 없네.
McCollum no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Bulls was huge. He ended up with 25 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Well, CJ, one of those exemplary players that stayed all 4 years at
더 벌어야 돼.
Lehigh
점수 더 벌어야 돼.
and came into the league very polished and very ready for everything that the league was going to throw at him. Not just
쏟아.
the defenses on the court, but the NBA lifestyle in general. And he learned to be a great leader here in Portland alongside Damian Lillard.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The shot is good by McCray.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Now, here is Irving. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's Big Daddy. Outside Irving. High post shot. Again, Irving missing.
이상해.
Seems to be going down for him today.
Lillard finds McCollum. Pass to Aminu. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Brown. And the pass.
와. 들어가
McCollum's got
버리네.
5 points now this quarter.
About the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up
잘한다, 후포드.
rim protecting center. These players have to be mobile. They have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able to switch out, most importantly, defensively to guard.
Trailblazers trailed by 19. Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. Over Horford. And that's collected by Big Daddy.
Just a solid
명전이에요,
on the
네,
interior.
명전.
The rebounding has been off the charts.
The kick out to Irving. Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Big Daddy. It falls for the 6th time in 7
안
tries
속네.
this contest. That's 86%.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Here's McCray. 9-point game his last outing.
콜린스가 근데 움직임이 좋아.
Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Horford with the bounce pass. Here's Irving. And it's
Irving.
sent by Lillard. And he recovers it. Hayward passes to Big Daddy. Another shot.
우후.
Nice hit again.
나이스 헤어드
Hayward
해결사.
getting it to go. Hayward's got 8 points.
3점은 명전 잘 들어가요.
Guys,
네.
they've been unable to shut down the middle.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's the pass to McCray. Kicks it to Aminu.
아민. 팅.
McCollum against Brown. And the
와, 이건 좀 심했다, 근데.
And with the shot clock winding down, McCollum, just even temperament, steps up, knocks it in.
On its way from Irving for two. No good on that last second attempt.
와, 방금 맥칼럼 좀
And
그렇다.
through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if they
뽑을 수
can
있을
narrow
때
it
점수
down
바짝 뽑아놔야 돼.
in the fourth quarters. It's been a
4쿼에
good
릴라드
out
타임
there by
나오고
Big Daddy.
하면은
And we saw his work
한
over the
10점은
first
그냥
two quarters, really pushing
딱
the action
가니까
and
20점 이상 차이 나게.
finding the open man.
And the offense is at its best when they get him the ball. Every time down the floor, maybe one touch to ignite the offense.
Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Horford is out there with Big Daddy, and it's Irving at the point. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. So it's the Celtics now. 22 is their biggest lead. Hayward outside. Passes to Horford. Here's Big Daddy. He's covered by Aminu.
And Horford really showing off his slick passing with that dime.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. It's an 18-point game.
맥칼럼 아이솔. 헤어도 저쪽으로 가.
Lillard outside. Three-pointer. Hits the
와, 이건 좀 그렇다.
Lillard's got 6.
Yeah,
줄리어스
the
어빙
scouting
같다고.
report says you
이스트브롱이
gotta
어서
chase him
오세요.
off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
Here's Hayward. Here's Big Daddy. Goes back up.
아, 이게 안 들어가네. 공리 잘 따놓고.
Outside. He kicks it to Lillard.
15점
Pass to
차이.
Collins.
불안해 지금 15점은. 자, 돈다.
Dishes to McCollum. And it's Aminu in the corner.
아민.
The rebound by Big Daddy.
브라운.
Big Daddy's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's the lob to the hoop.
그렇지. 좋아.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit.
3쿼에
Time called here. The
아무리
Blazers
8분 경기라고
decide to
하지만
talk it
포틀랜드
over.
35점.
And one thing they'll do.
그거 맞아. 아, 맥칼럼 8점, 릴라드 6점.
Discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchup.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Al Farouk Aminu.
그렇지.
Hayward against Turner. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lillard against Irving. 6 to shoot.
Shit.
Horford with the block. And he gets it back. And good that time. Turner's got his first bucket in this one.
Turner does a good job of just winding his way and burrowing to the rim. And a good job finishing down low.
The Big Daddy
아,
passes
패스
to Irving.
좋았다.
Count the bucket.
패스 잘했다.
Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
가운데를 열어주면서 어빙이 들어오게.
McCollum up top. He's covered by Brown. McCollum no good.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorer.
And so he
아깝다,
draws the
시모스래요.
foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Celtics have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That free throw missing. Some changes for
짧았던 적은
Boston.
없었는데.
Aaron Baines comes in for Al Horford. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Garrett Temple has checked in for Turner. And Temple kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to McCollum.
아, 들어간다.
And again, it's the
여지없이 들어가.
Trailblazers deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Boston leading by 15. Pass to
야, 이게
Baines.
좀 작은데.
And
아유, 뭐야.
Gilchrist with the steal. Stolen. Outside, Smart. Pull up Jay. That
야,
one
이걸
doesn't
놓치냐,
drop. And the
스마트야.
Trailblazers going the other way. Outside Kid Gilchrist. The pass to Lillard. Leonard, that's for 2. Rebound Boston. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the inside.
아, 자꾸 잘린다 이거.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Portland keeping it alive. A new 24. McCollum outside. Got a piece of it. Just 5 on the clock. Irving from long range.
그렇지, 어빙.
Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now that pull-up shot right there, that ain't easy. And Kyrie, he made it look easy.
Lillard looking around. And it's good. 2 points. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, compact and strong Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create, let him carry the load on offense, has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons.
나이스 헤이어드. 오늘 어빙 잘했어요
Well,
오늘.
there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers,
꽤 많이 챙겼다.
Smart against McCollum.
스마트도 할 수 있어.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. And with Lillard and becoming a team leader, Greg, he's always been one to lead by example.
And when Lillard was the clear star of the team, players started to look at him as a mentor, realize the kind of effect he can have on his teammates, and that led him to opening up, inviting them to dinner and hanging out. Wasn't something he took to immediately, but
아, 껴가지고 못 나갔어 3초.
talent on the court, but off the court as well.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Aaron Baines. Here's Temple, guarded by Tatum. Leonard, that's for 2. Plenty of room to knock
야,
it down.
콜린스.
Commending the unselfish
쉬어가자,
play there with
쉬어가자.
vision on that pass.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Look at Big Daddy. He's definitely got a shot of making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy is hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of those phenomenal dunking skills.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin.
멋이 4개 남았죠?
On that list, he'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much.
Assists like that have
멋이 3개.
terrific.
충분하지 않나요? 제가 왜 러시를 많이 먹어놔서 초반에.
Here's McCray, guarded by Smart. McCray kicks to Lillard. This one for 3. Rebound Boston. Big Daddy's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Tatum
잘 됐다.
with a nice touch off the glass. Tatum's got his second basket.
뜯어요. 요즘 조금 한번 물꼬를 트기가 어려웠지. 한번 하고 나니까 조금 더 잘 되는 것 같아요.
Leonard looking around.
나이스.
And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
3블락.
Take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point
오늘
shots.
밤 3점을 안 써, 얘네. 생각 외로 많이 안 써. 그냥 NBA2K19에서는 포틀랜드가 별로 안 좋은가 봐요. 포틀랜드를 센터로 해봤지만.
Here's Temple. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. That's good.
잘한다.
With the assist. And that's now 6 points for Jason Tatum. So the wing on the left.
와, 데이터 미쳤다.
Down low. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Celtics have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he can't get the first one. Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. Portland also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Myers Leonard. Aminu comes in
사커에
for
어시 챙겨도 되겠지?
and it's Turner in for Lillard. Turner finds Aminu. Collins in the post. Outside Kid Gilchrist.
맥칼럼이랑 릴라드가 튀어나왔으면 들어갔다.
Over Tatum. Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Just increasing
Tatum
their
잘한다.
advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Here's Turner. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
Didn't want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive.
20득점 14 리바.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Boston on top, running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
이제 더블팀 들어오니까 더블팀 이용해서 어빙 2개 떠먹여주면 끝이야.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
근데 3분 30초.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. On the floor for Portland. At the 2, it's McCollum with Turner at the 3. Collins is out there with Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And it's Lillard in at the 1. Pulls it up. A shot from Irving.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
For Portland, they've gone
이제 보스턴 같네. 명전인데 보스턴 같다 이제.
Now here's Collins. Here's McCollum. Drops one in from the wing.
Well, you got to recognize how dangerous.
블락 나 지금 3개.
The score
생각 외로 많이
player
못했어.
is McCollum gets in rhythm and stays there.
Passes it to Horford. Hayward with the ball. He's covered by Kidd Gilchrist. The Big Daddy passes to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Back to Collins. Some solid defense
나
from
줘봐.
Big Daddy. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from
챙겨줄게.
downtown here in the fourth. This is the second year with the sponsored patches on the jersey, advertising more or less.
아우 내 옷이 내 옷이.
Problem last year, I
Small, they're
thought, yeah,
unintrusive,
some
right?
teams did some really cool creative things with the color schemes, and I don't think we've seen the last of that, Kevin.
We see it in European games on their jerseys.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to recognize the number with how many
Yeah, right.
advertisements are on the jerseys,
Or a
but
billboard.
yeah, I don't
포도한테
think we're done
줘버리네
with it
그걸.
yet.
McCollum against Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown.
시간 없다.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Shots good by Turner.
How about Turner doing a good job with the feet to get himself into position to take it strong to the basket.
Here's Big Daddy. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Irving. And a lot of contact on that one. So
챙기기 어려운데 한 번 더 남았는데 이제 기회는 2번 길어요 2번.
And he makes the first.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
Rozier, he's checked in for Boston.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Big Daddy.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
아, 시간이 없다.
And he makes it look easy, dunking
어시를
it
주려고
down
밖으로
the
빼려고
left.
했는데 시간이
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
못 챙기겠다
You want to
이거.
close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. The shot by Turner, no good.
자, 얘들아, 어빙 다시 하자. 정신
2
차려.
seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Big Daddy, covered by Lillard.
아, 망했다. 안
Whoops,
되겠다.
anticipated the pass. Turnover.
안 되겠어요.
Here's Temple, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
내가 패스 줘도 안 쏠 거 아니야.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
안 쏴. 슛을 안
And
쏴.
here's Irving. And so it's Boston easily
아깝다.
grabbing this
아웃이 하나.
one. They won this game
교체를
going
너무
forward.
오랫동안 했어. 4쿼에 3분 때 들어왔으니까
This sort of dominance,
아쉽네.
particularly here at home. It's a great feeling